Hello everyone in Cyber World, welcome back to another video. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Richard.
And this is our channel we call Poor Man's DIY. And this is what we made.
Ta-da! This is something that I've wanted to make for a very long time, and there's tons of videos out there on the internet that show people that made some wonderful products. I think I probably did something a little bit unique. It's not the standard way that I've seen most people build it. A little bit different, but hopefully you'll enjoy it.
And please hit the subscribe button below and leave a comment if you choose to.
So now let's take a look at how we did this thing.
We're going to make the flag using 3 different types of woods. First we're going to use, it's heavy, sorry, monkey pod, pine, and cedar. These 3 colors we decided to use for the wood because it would be contrast.
As she mentioned, we decided to go with cedar planks, but as you can tell, this cedar planks are actually very thin, which means that we're going to have to plane all this other wood, cut them down so that they are equal thickness as the cedar. I won't bore you with all of that, so let's see what we did do.
Because the wood is so thin, we're going to use a sheet of plywood. We're going to cut this to size and put the pieces on the plywood.
I clamped on a piece of wood to serve as a guide. All the pieces were cut intentionally a little bit long, and we'll show you in a little bit why we did that. And this is why all the pieces were cut a little long. We used our Cricut to create a template for the stars. Okay, the plan on this flag is to make it a little bit rustic and make it so that it doesn't look like it was made perfect from a CNC machine. So we're going to be using a Dremel to cut out the stars. But we're going to do something a little bit different here. The idea is to make it rustic so the stars aren't going to be perfect. We're going to show you how that comes out, but we've done some test runs, so I'm going to drill out not very deep holes, and then we're going to be using something that I've never seen anybody else use, kind of strange, but we're going to be using joint compound to fill the holes to make the stars. Once we sand it down, hopefully it will give it a different look that'll make it look like it's a worn flag. The more I sand, the more the imperfections of the stars begin to show as planned. And now it's time for the epoxy expert to take over. And now the final touch that will allow us to hang it on the wall.
There you have it, another beautiful project from Poor Man's DIY. Ooh. I know we always talk about, in the beginning, we asked you to leave comments, but in particular, I would really like to hear what you think about how we did the stars and actually how we glued everything up different from most other videos and how they make the flags. Let us know what you think about it. What would you have done different? Again, leave the comments below. We would love to hear from you. So until we meet you again next time, bye-bye.